Hi, welcome back to Happy Owl Crochet's Learn to Crochet, Happy Owl Crafts Learn to Crochet videos. So this time I'm going to teach you how to work in the round. So we're going to start off with a chain of 4. So we'll just go back to, if you want to learn how to do your chain, if you're not sure of how to do your chain, go back to the very first video and it will show you on there how to do your chain and how to do your slip knot. The very first bit of the video shows you how to do your slip knot as well to get the hook set up for making your chains. So basically we're going to hold the tail in between our thumb and forefinger, yarn over and pull through, hope you didn't hear that, was my stomach. Pull the yarn through the loop on your hook, so that's 1 chain. We're going to do 4. 2, 3 and 4. Then what we're going to do, to work in the round, you want to make a wee circle, you want to make a wee loop with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something called a slip stitch. So a slip stitch is basically we're going to go through the very first chain here, and then we're going to yarn over and pull this through both of the loops here. And then we're left with this wee bundle here in the middle. If you have a wee look at this, there's a kind of bigger hole up there. That's your slip stitch. So what you want to do is you want to try and find the hole that's almost right in the middle there, and that's where you want to work into. So you've got your chains all around the outside of it. So what we'll do is I'll just chain 2 to start with, and then we'll go back to doing half double crochets. But what we'll do is we'll work the half double crochets in to the centre of this circle. So again, if you have a look up here, that's your slip stitch, and the hole underneath it is the centre of your circle. So what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and work into the centre of that circle. Pull up a loop. So you've got your 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And again, yarn over. And you can see we're in that centre hole now, so we're just working into that same hole all the way around. So we're going to do 8 half double crochets. So that's 2, and 3, and again we're going to yarn over through. You should see that the centre, the more you work in it, the bigger the centre gets. But you want to try and make sure you're keeping it all in the same place. It's all in that centre hole. Yarn over through the centre of the loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, got me a ball of yarn here, yarn over and pull through all 3. So how many have I got here? I have, that's my chain, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over through the circle, yarn over and pull through all 3. You can see that the hole's becoming quite defined now. See that a bit better there? There we go. So the more you work through it, the more open it and more obvious it becomes. So yarn over, the centre of the loop, the centre of the hoop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, the centre of the loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. Let me count again just to see how many I've got. So when you're counting, when you're working in the round, it sits like this, but you'll see the V's are still there, but they're around the edge of the circle. So you just count them. You can go back like from your hook, that's maybe easier. So you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's my chain there. So 1 more, and that's us got the 8. So we yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's us. Put your head. There's work going on outside the shop just now as well, so apologies for the banging. But what we're going to do now is we're going to slip stitch, and we're going to slip stitch into the very first half double crochet. So we're missing the chain here and going into the top here, top 2 bars of this stitch. Then we'll yarn over, pull through that stitch, and then pull through the loop on your hook as well, and that finishes off your wee circle. So we'll go into the next round. So we're going to yarn, no, we're not going to yarn, we're going to chain 2. And what we're going to do in the next round is we're going to increase. So an increase basically just means 2 stitches in the one space. So this is the first space here. So we're going to do 2 half doubles into this same space. So pull up a loop, if you can, yarn over, pull through all 3. And so we're going to yarn over and we're going to go back into that same space. So we did 8 initially, so we should have 16 this time. So we're going to yarn over and go into the next one. So it's the first one in the next space. Yarn over, back into that same space again. Yarn over and pull through. And you're going to do that all the way round until you've got 16, until you get to here. Because this one, sorry, get to here. Because this one here is your slip stitch. And you'll have these they'll look a wee bit more like holes as you go round. It'll be a bit more open. So I'll just do that a wee bit quicker. So you don't need to do it at the same speed as me, you can just continue at your speed. And I'll do it a wee bit off camera so you're not necessarily panicking about the fact that I'm going a wee bit quicker than you maybe can. Because at the end of the day, this is not a race, this is for you to learn how to do this. And to get nearer the end, I'll come back and show you where the last one is. Again, because you don't want to work into your slip stitch. You just want to work into the last stitch in this one. See how many I've got. How many I've got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So if you have a wee look there, we've got what looks like a space here, but that's not, that's your slip stitch. So that's where you joined your first round together. So what we're now going to do is we're going to do another slip stitch, and we're going to do it into the first half double from this round. So not, again, not the chain, not these bits here, we're going into this very first one here. And what you're going to do is put your hook right through both bars of the top of the stitch, yarn over, pull it through both of those bars, and then pull through the loop that's on your hook as well. Give that a wee tighten, and that's you done 2 rows in the round. So what you can actually do is, with your tail on the back, is you can pull that a wee bit tighter, and it closes up that hole as well. So basically working, this would be the start of a basic hat. You would just kind of graduate out from there, and then when you get to the size you want it to, you would just stay at that number and do a few more rows until it started to come down. This can also be done to make face scrubbies if you're wanting something to give as gifts for anybody you know that wears makeup or anything like that. You could do them in cotton, and they're really good. It's just basically like reusable cotton pads. So rather than using cotton wool and throwing it in the bin, you can use this, stick it in the washing machine, and it washes no problem. Well, not this because this is acrylic, but you would use cotton and it washes no problem. What else would you use these things for? There's lots of things you could use this for. The start of, even at the start of I know it's a circle, but the start of a square for a blanket. There's lots of things you could use this for. It could be the bottom of a bag that you're going to come out from. So that's basically how you work in the round. if you want to know any more about going any further up, how you would expand it further, how you would graduate it to make it a bit bigger, just let me know and I can let you know that. But this is, again, what you can do after these 2 rounds is just going back to that other wee video I did of just finishing it off. So you just snip your yarn and then basically form a chain, but pull it all the way through and pull it tight, and that gives you a wee knot. So then you've got a wee circle. You can do these in different colours as well, obviously, but I'll do that in a later video. I'll show you how to change colours as well. But that's in the round. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye.